The story begins with Jae-il, a man grappling with dire circumstances. Once abandoned by his family and buried under a mountain of debt, he finds himself unable to afford medical treatment for his sick mother. Desperation pushes him to seek a way out, and on someone's advice, he enters the ominous death game. Alongside nearly 500 participants, Jae-il finds himself in a brutal competition where any mistake leads to death, enforced by a cold, calculating robot. To survive, Jae-il makes heartbreaking choices, including betraying an old cancer patient, saving himself at the expense of another's life. Despite emerging as the winner, the victory haunts him. He is left with immense wealth but paralyzed by guilt for the lives lost during the game. Jae-il's life takes an unexpected turn when he receives a call from a man at a hospital. To his shock, he learns that the old cancer patient he betrayed is alive. This man reveals the sinister truth: the death game was not a matter of survival but a source of entertainment for the wealthy elite, born out of their boredom. Infuriated by the sheer cruelty, Jae-il vows to dismantle the system that perpetuates such horrors. Meanwhile, Jung, a determined police officer, is searching for his missing brother, who disappeared after committing fraud. His investigation leads him to discover a mysterious game card in his brother's room. Driven by a sense of duty and personal loss, Jung tracks Jae-il and follows him into the game, disguising himself as a guard to uncover the operation's secrets. As he collects evidence of the game's brutalities, he faces significant challenges, including being stranded without a signal to alert the authorities. To his dismay, Jung discovers his brother is the frontman of the death game. A confrontation between the siblings ensues, ending with Jung being shot, presumed dead, and thrown into the water. The narrative progresses as Jae-il encounters a recruiter for a new death game while waiting at a subway station. Determined to stop the cycle, he attempts to track the recruiter but loses him in the crowd. Meanwhile, Jung, having survived his ordeal, regains consciousness in a hospital, rescued by a fisherman. He resumes his mission to expose and dismantle the death game network, despite resistance from his superiors, who dismiss his claims. Jae-il's path crosses with Jung again as both work to end the games. Jae-il employs a gangster, a former associate he had helped, to track down those connected to the game. The gangster, motivated by both revenge and loyalty, builds a team to locate the recruiters. Together, they uncover the whereabouts of one such individual, only to face deadly consequences. The recruiter, a sadistic former game worker, lures Jae-il's men into a fatal trap, playing twisted versions of children's games with deadly stakes. As events escalate, Jae-il and Jung confront the system head-on. Jae-il, determined to reach the frontman, undergoes a dental procedure to implant a tracker in his mouth. Using this, he infiltrates the game under the guise of a participant. Jung, on the other hand, meticulously tracks Jae-il's movements, navigating a labyrinth of deceit and danger. Inside the game, Jae-il uses his prior experience to guide the participants, trying to save as many lives as possible. However, the game organizers anticipate his resistance and remove his tracker, isolating him. Despite this setback, Jae-il rallies the players, urging them to cooperate and resist the manipulative tactics designed to pit them against one another. Parallelly, Jung and his allies, including the gangster and a poor girl named Neol, unwittingly drawn into the game, plan an assault on the island. Neol's motivations stem from her desire to save a young girl with cancer, highlighting the moral complexities of those ensnared by the game's allure. The climax builds as Jae-il faces off against the recruiter in a high-stakes showdown. The recruiter, revealed to be a former player-turned-enforcer, challenges Jae-il to a deadly game of Russian roulette. Through a combination of courage and strategy, Jae-il emerges victorious, obtaining crucial information about the frontman. However, before he can act, he is intercepted by Jung, who initially mistakes him for an accomplice. A tense confrontation ensues, but mutual understanding eventually unites them against their common enemy. The final scenes tease a larger conspiracy, with hints of international involvement and an expansive network of organizers profiting from human suffering. Jae-il and Jung resolve to dismantle the system from within, leveraging their combined resources and alliances. Armed with newfound determination, they prepare for the ultimate battle, knowing that the cost of failure is unimaginable. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more such stories.